Okay, I'm over at this machine now. I have the taller capped one, the one that has the more ease in it to show you this stuff now with. It's prepared the same as what you saw me preparing the other striped shirt with. Um, this is the shirt side of the seam. We're still on the inside. It's trimmed down to the 1/4 inch, and now we're taking the sleeve seam allowance and we're wrapping it around that to create our fell. And we want to try to make sure we keep this distance right there, the fell, all nice and even, what we're folding underneath there. So as I'm folding it underneath here and preparing it little by little, because it's going to have, you see this here, we're going to open this up, we're going to stitch, and there's a lot of shape going on in here. So this takes this takes time to do it. You need to allow yourself patience, and especially the first couple times that you do it, it's going to seem like, it's taking you forever, but it really isn't. You just be slow and steady at it, and it will happen. The big thing is, don't try to do this without pressing that seam first really, really well. This seam right there, by pushing all of the seam allowance towards the shirt and also pressing, looking at the face of the after that to make sure that seam is really pressed out well. Because if it isn't, you're just going to be battling it. This first stitching that we put down is actually a basting stitch. So I'm going to turn my straight stitch lengthwise size up to as far as it will go. So we're doing the longest and machine basting. And now to baste it, I'm going to baste it somewhere out in here. And then we're going to turn it over, and from the face, we're going to do our edge stitching, but we won't have an edge to see, but we know that we put a basting in here, then when we're following it out here on the side, we're going to be okay and catch the edge of our fell there. And that's why we also want to fold it very evenly. Try to keep that distance nice and even as you're doing it. I'm not going to back stitch, and yes, this will be a stitch that has to come out after we get the front side stitched in. So we're just going to baste in up to our little points that we've folded so far. Turning the project that you've got under the needle to go in nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm at a point where I want to prep another little bit here, because now we're going to bend this way. So I'm going to fold it under. That here for just a moment. So then I can fold it a little bit better there. So this is quite narrow as I want it to be. Let's put it right there. That part. Just a little bit more for this first part here. And there. Now we're going to go that far with our basting stitch. Smoothing everything out. And yes, I went over those pins because they were perpendicular to my needle. I could go over them. It's when you have them at a slant that you can't stitch, especially with a big basting stitch. You can go over a pin as long as it's perpendicular, not at an angle. We can go just a little bit farther here. And there that needle, and now we're going to prepare just a little bit around the top of the cap here. This is where it's really thick because we've got the yoke seam up there and everything. So we want to really make sure that we're prepping that area nice and smooth and even. And when we get to it, we'll want to make sure we take it just extra little bit slower there so that our needle doesn't bounce off track and make a bubble in our work. Because it is really thick, much thicker than. Your fingers will probably turn a little bit better than mine. My fingers don't turn it as easily as they used to. A little bit slower when it comes to actually doing fine little areas. My joints don't want to bend very well in my fingers anymore. Let's work around to the top with our basting stitch, holding it in place. Here we come to that really thicker part. There we are. And now we're going to pick it up very needle, but I'm going to pivot just a little bit. And this part. This is why this is done on the inside of the shirt and not on the outside, because it is a little bit harder to get it nice and smooth edge on in there because of all of the curve. And this way you're holding it down in place with some basting, but your pretty top stitch can be nice and even, because we'll do that from the outside here once we get this basting into place. Now you might be thinking right now, oh, I'm going to do the mock. Then I'll just serge it off. You know, that's true. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you're looking for the well-made shirt, it has all of those seam edges enclosed. So you might want to give it a try. Now would be the time to give it a try. Never hurt us to have a little bit more patience. A little more ease in doing things, not so rushed. There, and I'm crossing another yoke seam right there. Look at that, we're almost bent. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead, stop the camera right now, and I'm going to finish this, and I'll meet you back when I get down here at the end. Okay, so I'm back here, finishing up that basting stitch right there. Okay, I'm going to pull it out of the machine. And now we're going to turn them over, make sure that there's no really nasty wrinkles in it. Where we stitch from our basting. Looks pretty good. Now we're going to put this down, and from out here on the outside of the shirt, now we're going to stitch with our regular size stitching, and we're going to find where we want our top stitching for the flat fell to be. I want it to be just a little ways past this not right on top of my basting stitch, but a little ways out on this side of it over here. And you may not be able to see real clearly where the basting thread is. It happens to be right here. And we're going to go just on the other side of that, not on the side of the seam, but on the other side of that is where I'm going to position my needle. And we will take off and do our finishing seam, our finish of the flat fell from the outside, so we get a nice, pretty even. Now what I'm going to do is, as I'm stitching that, I found where this seam here, where it's meeting, where that is on my foot, and that's going to be my guide. So again, we are going slow. It's a little bit faster than when we were folding over down below, but we still want to move through this operation slowly so that we don't catch anything that we don't want caught up in it. So I'm up here, smoothing out, making sure that what's going into that needle is all nice and smooth, and I'm pulling taut this way to make sure that it lays nice and flat. Around to the top of the sleeve. So again, I'm not following my basting thread. That's not my guide. My guide is this seam crease right here. So that my stitch line is even from that. It's not all different lengths and widths. My basting is a bunch of different widths because I was just trying to get it basted kind of down to one side of the folded over edge there. So now we're going to take this slow so that we go over the bump in this curve. Get it as nice and smooth as we can. Make sure our shirt isn't underneath there. Get it stitched into this. Back stitch and off. Okay, so now we have our sleeves in. I would give this a nice press. I'm going to first take out that basting thread right now. And I can take it out from this side is the best because when I sewed that basting side thread in, this happened to be the bottom or underside, the bobbin thread. And when you're removing a stitch, the bobbin thread is the easiest one to remove. So there we have it, putting in the sleeves.